changing the world through meditation. Welcome everyone, I am Pete. This is Retrain Pain. This is my home. This is my office. And my, I don't know, is it a mission? I don't know, something I enjoy doing at least, is to help people with aches, pains, health problems, life challenges. And generally that's a bit through coaching, it's a bit through meditation. So kind of spiritual coaching, I suppose. And I've read lots of books. I do lots of meditating, so there's not really a qualification in this. I don't think. I'm studying for a degree in philosophy. I don't know if that helps. But yeah, those are the kinds of things that I do and talk about. And if you're interested in that, well, follow, subscribe, like, do all those good social media things, comment, share, etc. Okay, so it is Sunday morning, 7:30, and what better time of the day than now? Excuse me. There is no other time but now. So we might as well dig in. I've got a little Alan Watts. I decided after watching hundreds of hours of Alan Watts videos on YouTube, some of them real, some of them AI, I really don't like the AIification of all these things nowadays. I'd rather a human be there. It's another reason why I do live meditations is because there's so much stuff on YouTube, so much stuff on TikTok, on Facebook, on wherever it is you're getting this stuff from. It's AI generated. It's just a person with a computer just going, okay, here's a cool fancy video. I'm just going to get some sounds, I'm going to put them in, and you get millions of people watching it. Okay, and there are so many accounts where there is just no human behind it. There is no soul behind it all. So here I am trying to put soul back into meditation, trying to put the human factor back into these things, because that's the thing that's really going to change. Okay, that's the thing that's really going to help you, is the human factor. Okay, we can technology the hell out of our health, but if our soul is not on the right path, then electronically created, it's just vapid emptiness. It is ego stroking. Ego scrotum. It's ego stroking. Ego stroking nonsense. So I believe we need a human factor in this. What is going on? My phone's buzzing away. I'm getting all kinds of Black Friday emails coming in. And if you want a Black Friday deal, I've got one for EMR Tech, okay, for red light therapy. Here we go. Oh, let's get this out. Okay, I know there's nobody here and probably nobody watching on YouTube when I upload this later. EMR Tech, here's my red light device. You plug this in via essentially a kettle lead, and you sit in front of that with a set of glasses on, and that improves how your cells work, okay? And that has got a variety of infrared frequencies and red, which improve how your cellular function goes, okay? So that could work with skin health, collagen production, fascial tissue, your muscles and tendons, and get your organs working a bit better. Because mitochondria are everywhere, and mitochondria are the thing that help you live, okay? Mitochondria, if they take a bit of a nosedive on how they function, that's where sickness and illness live, okay? So we want our mitochondrial function to be good, okay? And one of the best ways to do that is through light, okay? Ideally sunlight, but we don't always have that option. So therefore, infrared devices, UV devices as well. Is that still plugged in? That's not plugged in. I've got a little lamp behind my camera here, which has a little bit of UV. It's UVA, it's not UVB. It's got a little bit of UV. It's full spectrum lamp. I've got another one behind me there. That one, that angle poise lamp, that's another full spectrum lamp. A little bit of UVA, it doesn't have any UVB. So if I were to work on my lighting situation in here, I'd change these bulbs for starters, but that would be 90 quid's worth of light bulbs just to do that. Which I probably should do. I should probably invest on that. I spend a lot of time in this room. It says, encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. Well, there's nobody here, so I can't do that. Thank you, TikTok. Can I do that? Live Fest, encourage the one person who came and went within 5 seconds to tips, use a phone holder, chat with other hosts by going live together. So if anyone's watching this back on YouTube, I do sincerely apologise for this interlude. I will not be editing it out because I really don't like editing. Let's get rid of that. So what should we do? Okay, we talked about mitochondria, we talked about light. These are useful things. I mean, I think there's a reason it's called enlightenment. There's a reason it's called enlightenment because I think there's a real element to enlightenment, as in we need more light in our life, or we need the right kind of and the right amount of light in our life, and that's the sun. Okay, and then there's the metaphysical, kind of more emotional side to enlightenment of letting go of our mental burdens. Okay, we have endless mental burdens, endless ways the world and life events can affect us. Burdens about our body, burdens about what we think about ourselves, burdens about maybe grey hairs or our teeth or our gums, worries that we have about our physical appearance, our physical health, worries about the future, worries about the past. These are all our burdens, okay? And we have burdens about world politics, and we have burdens about a certain, maybe famous people, burden of conspiracy theories, etc., etc. Okay? Our perspectives, okay? Basically all of our perspectives are burdens of some kind, because a perspective is essentially, it's false. Essentially anything you think is false, because we don't have access to truth, okay? We don't have access to all of the information, and you can only make a truth. You can only uncover the truth when you have access to all of the information. So literally all of it. Okay, the perspective of every human being, the perspective of every squirrel, the perspective of every tree, okay, the perspective of every single blade of grass, okay, and you can't do that. Okay, well, maybe can you? That's the question, really. That's the goal. Okay, can I get the perspective of everything? So I've had Yabby Yap Kiss come and go, and then we've had Versace come and go. Well, thank you for being awake on a Sunday morning at this time, even if you just scroll past. I appreciate your time on TikTok. All right, so let's make this a meditation, shall we? Instead of just me blurting on some nonsense and pressing buttons and finding out what's going on. Whatever. Hey, here's a question for you, for anyone who's watching this. Do I need some music on the background of this? I don't know. While you're writing a comment, I'm just going to check one more last thing. Okay, I've done that. Thank you. Right. Go live for 30 minutes for 3 days this week. Done that. Been live every day this week. Have I been live for, well, whatever. It should be totaled up. Anyway. Shouldn't have said all that. I should have left that bit out. Never mind. No regrets. No remorse. Just relax. Okay, so if you're still here, thank you very much for still being here. I got to the point eventually. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe into your tummy. Breathe into your chest. Allow your shoulders to come up as you continue breathing in the biggest breath you've ever breathed in your entire life. And then sigh it out. Okay, and because you weren't ready for that, let's do that again. Into the belly. Into the chest. Allow your shoulders to rise up towards your ears. And big sigh, let it all out, let your shoulders drop. And do one more of those. Into the belly. Into your chest. Allow your shoulders to rise up. And sigh out. And just allow your body to just melt. There's no need to hold anything. Anywhere you find tension, anywhere you find like you're feeling like you're stuck or fixing things into a certain space just because you feel like you should be holding things in that place, just let it go. Just allow yourself to feel your body. Allow your body to speak to you. The more you speak to your body, the more it will speak back. Pain, physical suffering are your body's way of trying to communicate with you because for years you haven't listened. So now take this opportunity to listen to your body. It will speak to you in sensation. You might get images in your mind, maybe videos. Don't be afraid of them. They are simply images and sensations. You don't need to get emotional about them. And if you do feel emotions about them, just allow them to be. Don't try and avoid anything. Don't try and change anything. Just allow yourself to be. Allow the universe to move around you, to align in the direction that is perfect for you. Maybe you see your life as this one giant tangled knot. The path is jumbled up with the rest of the knot. You can't see your way. But by relaxing, you create some slack in that knot, which is in fact not a knot. It's just a tangle. It's just a bit of a mess. So when you relax, the tension comes off the ends of the knot and the knot begins to unravel. We want the knot to unravel. We think the knot provides us structure. We think the knot provides us safety. But the knot is slowing down our progress. The knot is keeping us held back, perhaps where we don't want to be. It keeps us stuck in our habits, in our behaviours, in our thought patterns, in our emotions. You see or feel the knots just unravelling, mentally or physically. It could be unravelling in your body, where you have muscle tension or tissue that you feel is too tight. Maybe in the soles of your feet, your calves, your shoulders, your neck. You may have physical representations of the mental knots that you feel. This is why looking at our body is so important. Our body is telling us the story of our mind, of our beliefs. What the mind thinks, the body makes real. And if you really think about that, that is an ultimate responsibility for your health. But you can let go of it. You can let go of the knots. You can let go of the tension. You can let go of the illness. You can let go of the guilt, the shame, the anger, the frustration, the sadness, and all the other plethora of emotions and words that we might use to describe negative feelings. You can also let go of the labels. Labels are simply another knot. Labels about yourself. Labels that you or other people hold about other people. Labels are useless to us. They help in the logical world to some degree, but they also contribute to the tension in the knot. And the more you fight back against a label, whether it's one you've given yourself or one somebody else has given you, the more tension that puts on the knot. So just allow the label to wash on by. Labels could be words that you use to describe yourself, your life situation, as well as perhaps rude words, that name calling people have called you. We're often our own worst critic though. So start with the words that you use to describe your life. Struggling, poor, sick. I have X, Y, and Z conditions or issues in the body. They're not necessarily big things. It could be like athlete's foot or dry skin, dandruff, grey hair. And if you look in the mirror, maybe they appear true. But just allow those labels to be rinsed off. You might also have labels that you consider bigger as well. Health conditions that have been around for years, perhaps decades. And just allow those words like, I don't know, IBS or Crohn's, diseases beginning with a C. Allow them to wash away. Allow those words to lose their meaning and value to you. When they lose their meaning and value completely, that's when we are free of them. It's really easy to fill our mind with other people's thoughts. Watch the news, read newspapers, magazines. We see stuff on social media. We gossip, we talk to other people. We allow those thoughts of other people to enter our mind. Their frustrations, their angers, their conspiracies, their thoughts and feelings on certain topics, and we like and interact with the ones that bring us emotion. That little hit of the buzzword dopamine. I agree with this person. Cool, there are people in the world that I agree with. That's nice. I feel part of a community. That's nice. I feel part of a tribe. That's nice. That makes me feel safe and happy. Like, comment, share. Which is odd, because one of the reasons that I'm on social media is that I want people to become part of my tribe. Who like, comment and share on my things. How funny. The other reason is that I also want people to get off of social media and to question their own thoughts, question their reality, question what they think is possible. And then make their own decisions and make new choices and take a different path in their life if the path that they're on is one they do not like. Don't ask me for guidance. Ask yourself. I could give you guidance based on my perceptions, the level of truth as I see it. But I am not seeing the whole truth, just like you are not. It is much more likely you'll get an accurate thing to do by asking yourself. But you do have to get out of your own way. You do have to let those messages in, and you do have to make some progress, some action towards that. The action could be do nothing, could be meditate. But the action could also be something that you are nervous about doing, afraid to do, something you've avoided doing for a long time, perhaps. Maybe it's something you feel like you will be judged by family, friends, neighbours if you do it, and that puts you off. If you do the thing that you are feeling called to do, almost certainly you will not be wrong. And if you are wrong, okay, it's a lesson. It's just, hey, look, I tried using my intuition. This action does not appear to have worked. Fine, but now I am practicing using my intuition. I'm using my connection with the universe to guide me. And then next time perhaps you will get a more accurate thing to do. Maybe it wasn't wrong. Maybe you just need to do it again and again and again and again until you get the right set of actions. almost no doubt there, if you thought there was something, you thought of an action in the last minute or two, and there's a tightness now, there's a fear, there's an embarrassment, there's a thought of, well, if I do this, then I'll have to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm scared of doing this, whatever it is for you. Just feel that. That's the knot. Again, just allow the knot to be there. When you stop pulling on the ends and creating the tension, the knot will unfold. And once we recognize the knot and unfold the tension, and you show up to do the thing, sometimes it turns out that you don't need to do the thing and something else comes up that's even better. We call that coincidence, or serendipity, or even luck. So be prepared to do the thing you're scared of doing. And do it. But sometimes when we're about to do it, the need to do it disappears. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes, give yourself a little move around, relax, and go about your day. Leave a comment of what you felt during that, what you feel inspired to do, if anything. Maybe in a couple of days, something happens in your life. Come back if you remember and you can find this video and leave a comment on what happened. So have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, have a wonderful year, have a wonderful life. I love you.